Games, where I'm the Batman and you guys are the team. I know I was trying out this new thing last gameplay, where instead of me doing my regular outro, the broadcast just like ends up messing up because of Wi-Fi. I hope you liked it. No? Yes? No? I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm still gonna pick up where I left off on the Vampr gameplay. Let's get back to it. Okay. Now, if anybody remembers, I just slaughtered that guy right here. If only I could crouch. It won't let me crouch. But and we trying to save his
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Is that a thing?
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Like a laboratory? Let's see.
It's locked, all right.
Yep, I knew it was locked. Alright. See what's up. That's probably locked too. Yep, knew it. Called it. Alright, I guess I can bowl the bow now. I'm just one of those kind of gamers that I gotta like go through everything, make sure I collect like this, that, and the other, you know. Cause you never know. I'm about to say, you expect me to drive this boat too? Yeesh. Okay, I got 2 people watching. I appreciate it. Kevin Gates, 2 phones. What I'm talking about?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you were a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
This man says
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Yeah, that's
Word again from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so... Brilliant! Oh.
I'm actually liking the graphics for this game. Like, if anybody can remember last year, when E3 like first announced this game, I was like, yes, this is actually, it was actually one of the slept-on games.
I was beginning to be concerned.
I knew I was
no
gonna
more,
cop it.
Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship isn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I was say, let go of my hand then. Yeesh. But no, I remember last year at E3.
It's my turn.
Oh snap! Do they really want me to?
Rotten old prison. Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Jeez. You need to be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Heaven? I could kill this man. I know I could. Let's see here. Blood quality, blah, blah, blah. Indicates how much we receive rotating from a particular citizen. Wow, so they really trying to make me kill this man. I'm sorry, Clint. Ain't nothing. Don't take it personal, homie.
of life and death.
Nah, man, I'm gonna take you to the hospital. I'm gonna defy the odds. Is it possible? I'm gonna see if it's possible. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Wow, they're not gonna. Wow, y'all acting totally different. I never ever seen you act like this, gang. No, I'm kidding. But oh well. You can't say that I didn't try to save you, homie. But no, like last year at E3, Sony had them games. Remember Days Gone, Last of Us 2? We're gonna see some more of that. And Microsoft's like thinking, you know, they got it. But Sony today, I know for sure they got it. Also, I really can't release them now. Okay. Embrace and Clay will provide their Ruby consequences. Leading, learning more about. I actually don't need to do this. I'll let you go.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Whoa, I feel giddy.
Huh. Okay. I thought this was about to feel giddy enough to like lay down on the ground and fall asleep. I was like, okay. That's cool. Oh man, I really want that XP though.
What happened?
Yeah, I want that XP, but it's okay. I'll get it another time, another way. Maybe I can get it by killing rats. No, probably not.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Listen here. I do what I want. I just wish there was a rat here, man.
I cannot enter.
Oh, now they gonna let me go up and go into the. Hello, unknown one. Let me talk to you right quick. Slide
Doctor,
in
where have you
DMs.
been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Ooh.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office is being prepared.
Yeah, I'll probably do like another gameplay.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Probably just on my own, probably. Where I just like slaughter everybody.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Yeah, I mean, are we all?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Right.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, Nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't
you looking
hoping
at
to
me like
keep a
that?
low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised. But I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna ask you.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about that?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Wait, why did I? Oh god.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausted. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift
I know I already
for
asked
recruiting
them that
talent.
question. I just wanted to double check, make sure.
Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Oh, okay, that's why you want to be.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Wow.
Goodbye. Call me if you need assistance.
I'm like, what way you walking to? Saying don't cough in public. Yeah. In public.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague?
Oh,
Are you a
you're
doctor
such a
too?
sneaky
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Believe to see in heaven. Dead. I killed her.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. Situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks.
Sheesh, I'm asking like these
dangerous
people's
place with many
life
unpleasant
stories.
business. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Ooh. Well,
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
do you believe in life after death?
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
I'm about to say,
And all my
you about to tell me
clients are
mind your
good people.
business.
In fact, I think I only know good people.
Now you know me. Cause I'm gonna kill you.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time
I know
is
that's
short,
like
and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. if I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Wow, that's interesting.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm
Really
not.
smart.
I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
What? He comes through with something real foolish, and they like he's you a fool? Nah, let me show. Yo, J Sports, what's good, man? I can't wait till we do the. I can't wait to do the takeover live stream and the Money in the Bank live stream. That's gonna be so much fun. That's gonna be my first time really talking about wrestling. It's gonna be awesome.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
You right.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Show me. Cody, opium. Okay, I see you. I'm about one of each because I don't know what I'm doing.